Magando Maga, Kumusta everybody? This is Scott, expat in the Philippines. We're in Melbourne. I just dropped Arlene off at her work in the city for a change because it was pouring down with rain. We've had lightning and thunder. Today's Melbourne Cup, the horse races, where you get a day off. Only place in the world in Melbourne where you get a day off for a horse race. Isn't that great? Anyway, just heading towards my auntie's now, outside of the city, going to Taylor's Lakes. I'm going the back way. Hope you enjoy the ride. Sorry about the wipers, unfortunately, as you can see, a wet day. This is South Melbourne. We're turning South Melbourne's to the left, and we're turning back towards the city, going around Kingsway and out through North Melbourne, and then down Flemington Road past the racetrack, then up to Taylor's Lakes from there. Pretty quiet morning. It's 8:13. Someone needs his light indicators checked. By the look of it. A lot of beautiful places. Yes, that's Crown Casino to the right of me. That's the old tea house that was built in the early 1800s to store tea when the ships came in down the Yarra. Tea coming out from India and China. They used to unload the ships going over the Yarra River. These bridges weren't here back in those days. They have trams in Melbourne. We also have trains, which is the train lines above us. We have buses as well to get you to all points of your destination in Melbourne. We have quite a lot of hotels in the city. There's the backpackers accommodation across the road to my right, and a hotel where our friend Karen works, just up there on the right, the grey building. Spencer Street Railway Station to the left of me. It's just been modernised and upgraded to make it look nice. We have also shared apartments which is where my wife works, which is where Arlene works, for shared apartments in the city. Housekeeping, she's a supervisor up there. Go right down this road, and she also works at the building on the left, which is called Centre Point, I think. Melbourne's a beautiful place. There's a lot of interesting places. We have Captain Cook's Cottage in Fitzroy Gardens. We have the Melbourne Zoo. We have also Werribee Zoo out at Werribee. We have another zoo out at Hillsville, which is a nice drive. We have the snowfields in north of Melbourne, Mount Buffalo, Mount Hoffman, Lake Mountain, all lovely snow places to go during the snow period. Might take a trip up there again and video up there during the snow. That's on the left of us is the Melbourne Remand Centre that we just went past. Yes, speed camera. My GPS is working good. We'll do a video, me and Brad, when we get a chance. We just haven't had a moment to catch up. I've been busy with CJ and Mum, so it's been a little bit difficult at this point in time. But I've also got to talk to Brad and arrange a time and day to go out there so we can do a video of Melbourne on foot. This is North Melbourne we're coming into. There are quite a lot of pubs. McMahon's Hotel is an old bluestone building which has been re-rendered. It's a lovely little pub in there. Also a hotel, I think, you can stay at for accommodation if you're looking for places to stay in Melbourne while you're here. We're from Taiwan, Vietnam. New apartments on my left. Going over the railways. They're the docks to my left. Over there where the big cranes are. This is coming into Footscray. We're at the area where there's the wharfs. We're at Docklands up, where everything gets shipped out by container, by train, heading up to Sydney. CJ's with me, he's asleep at the moment. I woke up early this morning. So he came for the ride. I will let you know, if you're doing videos to put up on YouTube, try not, if you're doing it to earn money, get a little bit of pocket money, try not to have your radio on, try not to go near places that have got music, because it comes under the copyright law, I think. You will get a notification telling you thus why you were told not to have music on your videos. I think it's only fair. It's fair to the artists, it's fair to the record companies as well. We're coming up over the Yarra River into Footscray. A lot of new buildings going up in Footscray. They're making Footscray look nice. There is river cruises here on the Lady Blackbird, which is down to my left, back there at the river. There's apartments going up here in Footscray. We have car yards. Ahead of you there is Flemington Racecourse, where they're holding the Melbourne Cup today. As you can see, it's the stands aren't full yet. I think by the rest of the day it'll be packed and there'll be a lot of people watching the Melbourne Cup. Yeah. To the right of me is the university, Footscray University. Used to be Footscray TAFE. To the left, the shared apartments for university students. It's a uni lodge where you go to stay if you're coming overseas, I suppose, to go to university here in Australia. This used to be the old rope factory here on my right. Used to be called Kinnears. Used to do ropes, cords and other stuff. I think they're going to make it into units eventually, apartments. The Power Hotel, oldest pub in, one of the oldest pubs in West Footscray. It's quiet on the road this morning, thank goodness, for the moment. It'll get busier as it goes along. It's 8:30 here in Melbourne in the morning. Hello CJ, waking up now. CJ's awake, guys. Hey. He just loves sitting in the car, looking around, seeing what's going on. We have a cabaret over here in West Footscray. It used to be called the Island Palms. Plenty of old houses here in Footscray. This is actually coming into Maidstone now. There's a lot of. I used to work at the car yard on the right years ago. Footscray is a very old area. Still a lot of old houses around. I was brought up in East Keilor, which is north of us, where we are now on the road. Nice little suburb, East Keilor. Our house is no longer there anymore. It's now units are being built on it. So. Things change over the years. It's changed over there. United Petrol used to be a car yard there, and now where my old car yard was, Westside Car Sales, is now another big car yard. things change when you don't come down here as often as you used to. There used to be a lot of trees on my far left where those buildings are, the Maidstone Shopping Centre. Been torn down, taken out, moved somewhere else, made it a little bit more bigger, wider looking. There's a go-kart place on my right. Plenty of places here in Footscray. This is still Maidstone, which is a suburb of Footscray, out in Melbourne's west. Haven't been down this way. This way takes you to Ballarat too, by the way. You can go this way to Ballarat. This is the old way to Ballarat. The old Braybrook Hotel on my left, which has been modernised. Been cleaned up and modernised. There's an old car, Mercury. Geez, that's good condition. Correct me if I'm wrong on that too. Looks like an old Mercury. '30s model. It's stopped raining a bit out here today now, so that's good. No more wipers. Plenty of fast food and service stations along this road. Auto shops for your auto accessory needs. Repco's one of them, Auto Barn's another, and we have Super Cheap here. And good morning to the staff of Super Cheap, they're great guys. Which reminds me, I must get a dash mat from my mum's car. I must check in there and ask them if they can get one for her car. Coming up to going to St Albans. We're going the back way into Taylor's Lakes from here. That's St Albans station straight up, and then we have Albion. a little bit quicker than your little old van. These are old, I think, wheat silos they built back in the old days to hold wheat and flour. Have midway soil and crushed rock and tan bark. This railway line we're going over the top also goes to Sydney. So you sort of follow that to Sydney to my right, and the other one goes straight to this. What's that, CJ? I stand corrected? Thank you, mate. I think you can go Sydney this to the one on my left too as well. This one on my left goes, no, sorry, to Echuca. Goes up to Sunbury, go to Echuca, Kerrang, up that way. The stations along here, they it goes down and over the underneath the bridge here. This is Unifa. Water over the road. We also have a lot of aged care here in Australia. Aged care is getting to be the job to get into, basically, because our population's aging, and those that are still around need medical treatment, help, looking after. And you can do courses for that. Arlene's doing a course for aged care in Coburg. I think there's other accredited places as well. I'm not quite sure, you'll have to look that up. But that is the job to get into now. Most overseas workers are getting into it, which is great. There's a good care for aged care here. It's just great for people to be placed into jobs all over Melbourne, looking after the elderly and treating them with respect and the dignity they need, because it's not easy. Childcare is also another thing you can do through the same college here. Oops, speed bump. Sorry guys. This is St Albans we've just gone through. I went along here to my left, the railway. They went down under and to go over a couple of bridges. The state government is trying to get rid of the old railway crossings, level crossings, by going under bridges rather than having the old system. They feel it's a lot more safer for not just the train drivers, but us in general, going from A to B. Makes your trip safer. This is Keilor Plains. This is the back of Keilor. Here. Oops, speed up, roundabout.